Welcome back to Trapped in a Dating Sim Interview Episode 5. We're reviewing episodes 10 and 11 for the series. Yeah, we're almost done with this one. Almost done. So, basically, where Leon is basically whining, like, oh crap, I got promoted. I didn't want to be promoted. And, well, the girls still hate him despite because they hate his personality. Because they dare beat the prince. So, school trip. Yeah, school trip. Of course, I mentioned about the war with the Principality and the Black Knight. Yeah, and that comes to play here. Like, everyone's having fun on this little trip here, and then all of a sudden the Principality attacks. Just randomly shows up out of nowhere. Yeah, it's actually revealed the reason why, because two of Angie's former followers decided to contact him for some random reason. Don't know why. Of course, they were arrested and basically put in the break for what they did. And of course, basically where they showed up and they took Angie because she was the highest ranked person there, and nobody lifted a finger to stop them except for Leon and Olivia. And Leon his reward for trying to stand up for basically this was to get beaten up for it. And Olivia was held back. And he was put in the break, but he was later released. And basically, he called all the noble kids out for being wannabe nobles. Because, yeah, basically these kids are basically a bunch of spoiled brats. Like, yeah, just because you have adventures blood doesn't make you adventurers. And of course, that basically ignited them. Yeah, because basically what he said was correct. Yeah, because that... Yeah, I'm sure that probably the creator basically wrote the scene in the original light novel. Which, by the way, this is from Volume 2 at this point. I'm sure he wrote it this way because, of course, a lot of the time, nobles in a lot of fiction, especially light novels or mangas, but in the fantasy settings, a lot of them are written to be really douchey people. Yeah, douchey. Eventually, all stand up, and of course, he takes his speeder bike to go wrestle Angie. Of course, this happens basically at the end of episode 10, and basically at the start of the episode, he does basically manage to get to the lines, and of course, the princess basically, oh yeah, because they're all friends, and, well, he breaks in, and like, oh no, he got consumed by the ship. Nope, he manages to go right to the freaking floor and rescues Angie. And of course, he takes the princess hostage, he takes her flute, and of course, they fly back. And Olivia, of course, everyone's on fire on them, and of course, then... and of course they continue to attack. Also, Lexion proceeded to humiliate the Admiral by shaving his mustache. Yes, I thought this was funny. He shaved his mustache like permanent hair remover. And he's like, first they took my mustache, now they destroyed my fleet. Yes, because Lexion bought Leon's ship halfway through the battle. And then Olivia basically is like exhausted. Then Angie goes over, and then of course holds her up, and then actually Olivia goes over. Then she's saved and then of course Angie goes up, and of course now the thing, Angie's not pushed her. She gets knocked off, and Leon basically saves her. So Olivia is basically like, why do you keep calling Miss Livia? Just call me Olivia. And like. Close. And of course, basically, he does ask her how she felt about the prince's entourage. She hates him. She loves Leon. And from what I can tell, he accepts this no problem. Yeah, he gets basically the hot girl who's in love with him. Angie is implied to be in love with him too. And of course, the happily united. And then, of course, the final phase of the battle basically is about to set place because the Black Knight is about to be put into play. I'm sure basically Leon basically is going to whine and complain, oh crap, not this guy. He did mention basically him getting killed with this guy 20 frickin' times. Yeah, but overall, great 2 episodes, and we're just about done here. So, that's pretty much a particular video. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. I'm going to quickly take out the trash, and right back to basically work on the last episode for this one, and then tomorrow, I will be starting on Loner Life in Another World. Okay, next video. Bye.